Anyway, so today has fucking been huge. Like, I woke up, it was like maybe like 1 p.m. or something like that, and I looked on Twitter, and I had like 1 million people adding me, and I'm like, oh my god, did I get canceled? It's actually no. Fucking Blizzard Activision is getting bought out by Microsoft. This is the last thing that I would have expected. And I think that for a lot of people here, like, I've got to be probably one of the main ones. It's like, this is the last thing that I thought was going to happen. Yeah, I did not expect this whatsoever. So we're going to go through the article. We're going to talk a little bit about this, see what other people are saying. But in a big way, like, I don't really even know what's going to happen here. And I think that this is what's really the most interesting thing about the whole situation, right? Is that what is really going to happen now that Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard? Like, is this going to make the games better? Is this going to make Master Chief the new Master War Chief of the Horde? I don't fucking know. But I think it's very interesting, and I'm actually glad that it's probably happening. Is a WoW sub going to be bundled into the Xbox Game Pass? Maybe. I have no clue. Are we going to get, Minecraft stuff in WoW? I have no idea. It's like, it could be anything. But this is, like, to any degree, any certain amount of change, anything that is kind of like shaking up the board, turning things over, redoing stuff, all of this kind of stuff is always very scary. It's very scary because you don't know what's going to happen. You're basically comparing a known negative thing, right? Which is like Blizzard Activision, owned by Bobby Kotick, the fucking worst guy in the world, is on Epstein's black book, and, they fire people, and they're drinking their breast milk, and so it's like, we know what that is, you know what I mean? Like, we know what that is, and so now we're going into, like, completely unknown. And this is my opinion on this, right? Is that it's almost like rolling, I use this analogy a lot, it's like rolling a 20-sided dice. And with Blizzard Activision, we rolled about a 3 or a 5, okay? So are you willing to re-roll the dice if it's a 20-sided dice, if you only roll the 3 or a 5? I'd say fucking so. So, I don't know, like, now, like, if I can't say Bob, like, thanks Bobby, like, it's got to be thanks Bill or Phil, which is, it's kind of weird how the names rhyme. So I'm going to read through, this is the press release that Microsoft Xbox put out here, and we're going to see what they have to say. Welcoming the incredible teams of legendary franchises of Activision Blizzard to Microsoft Gaming. And this is actually by Phil Spencer. And this is like the main guy. He was saying that he was going to evaluate Microsoft's relationship with Activision Blizzard. It seems like he has evaluated it quite well. It's about $60 to $70 billion. So it's been evaluated. All right, so let's go over here and let's look at what he has to say. As a team, we're on a mission to extend joy and the community of gaming to everyone on the planet. You know that gaming is the most vibrant and dynamic form of entertainment worldwide, and we've experienced the power of social connection and friendship that makes gaming possible. As we pursue this mission, it's incredibly exciting to announce that Microsoft has agreed to acquire Activision Blizzard. Over the many decades, the studios and teams that make up Activision Blizzard have earned vast wellsprings of joy and respect from billions of people over the world. That's true. Now, the part that's not included here is the fact that they've lost those wellsprings and they've run dry in the past few years. But, you look at things as you step back and you think, like, Blizzard has had, like, a lot of really big W's over the years, right? I mean, they've had World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Diablo. I mean, they've had a lot of really big things happen, and they've been massively successful, like Activision recently with Warzone. It's not like, StarCraft. I mean, over the course of years, like, the pedigree here is very, very high, even though the current breed is not as high quality, right? And so let's go over here. We'll read the rest of it. We're incredibly excited to have the chance to work with the amazing, talented, dedicated people across Activision Publishing, Blizzard Entertainment, Beanox, don't know what the fuck that is, Demonware, don't know what the fuck that is, Digital Legends, don't know what the fuck that is, High Moon Studios, don't know what the fuck that is, Infinity Ward, those are the guys that nerfed my fucking truck, King, that's the guys that make Candy Crush, Major League Gaming, everybody knows what that is, Radical Entertainment, Raven Software, that's the place that people get fired from, Sledgehammer Games, Toys for Bob, Treyarch, and every other game studio across Activision Blizzard. Okay, so yeah, we've pretty much, these are just, I guess, all of the other subsidiaries of Microsoft Gaming. That's kind of what I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure. It could be all the subsidiaries around Activision Blizzard. I don't really know. Yeah, Toys for Bob. Yeah, it's Bobby. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Those are the employees, by the way. And until the transaction closes, Activision Blizzard and Microsoft Gaming will continue to operate independently. Once the deal is complete, the Activision Blizzard business will report to me as CEO Microsoft Gaming. So I think this also goes into the conversation about where's Bobby going. Bobby is probably going out to an island on his helicopter with his yacht, with a gigantic fucking island, and he is going to just do whatever he wants. Maybe he's going to maybe he'll become CEO of another company. I have no idea. But, you know, Bobby's going to do whatever it seems like Bobby's out of the picture, right? And this is what I said before about Bobby here, is that we'll look at the Activision Blizzard stock actually right now. Blizzard stock. Let's see. So we'll look at, yeah, so it was at 65 and now it's at 86. So this was a huge fucking jump. So if you want to talk about like the, and this is October, when did it go down a whole lot? I forgot, like which controversy was this? I don't remember. Yeah, which controversy was this? Yeah, was it the milk controversy? The Bobby controversy, the Wall Street Journal? No, I feel like that happened, like, that's November. There's no way that's what it was. To the moon, Omega Wall. Well, regardless, it's gone up a huge amount. So, in terms of the perspective of investors, this is a good thing. Let's see here. Upon close, we'll offer as many Activision Blizzard games as we can within Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass, both new titles and games from Activision Blizzard's incredible catalog. We also announced today that Game Pass has more than 25 million subscribers. Holy shit! That's a lot of fucking people. God damn. And also, like, as far as I know, Microsoft, like, Halo Infinite, I haven't really had a chance to play it. I don't know really why I haven't played it, but I just haven't played Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is a W, right? Like, everything that I've heard about the game has been positive. Am I right? Yeah, it's a W. Like, so, I mean, Microsoft has unironically had a pretty good, I mean, they've been doing a pretty good job. We announced today Game Pass has more than 25 million subscribers. As always, we look forward to continuing and adding more value and more great games to the Game Pass. The fantastic franchises across Activision Blizzard will also accelerate our plans for cloud gaming, allowing more people in more places around the world to participate in the Xbox community using phones, tablets, laptops, and other devices you already own. Now, I think the idea of cloud gaming sounds really cool. Right now, I feel like the technology is a little bit farther behind people's aspirations, behind people's goals. Like it's really cool idea, but it's just not really quite there yet in terms of like responsiveness and just the like feeling seamless to actually owning the game yourself. It's laggy. Yeah, it's laggy. So I think cloud gaming in the future will be something really cool, and it'll be good for a lot of people, especially people that don't really have the ability to buy a lot of expensive games or have an expensive, gaming PC or maybe a brand new Xbox. They'll have that. So yeah, I mean, one day cloud gaming will be good, but I do think that people are reaching a little bit too high right now for it, and it hasn't really, the technology hasn't caught up to what people want it to be yet. Anyway, so let's look at this here. Laptop devices you already own. Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms, and we plan to continue to support those communities moving forward. As a company, Microsoft is committed to our journey for inclusion in every aspect of gaming, both among employees and players. Deeply value individual studio cultures. We also believe that creative success and autonomy go hand in hand with treating every person with dignity and respect. We hold all teams, all leaders to this commitment. We're looking to extending our culture of proactive inclusion to the great teams across Activision Blizzard. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, this is really good to hear, is like the creative success and autonomy, because like, why would Microsoft, like, you think about this logically, right? Why would Microsoft want to buy a company and then just tell them what they're going to do now? Like, they're basically buying a cookie clicker farm. They want to buy something that they don't have to spend a lot of time dealing with, and it just makes them money. So yeah, like logically, this is probably true because it would be following the path of least resistance. So yeah, I think this is probably actually true. It's just corporate speech. Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll have expectations. It's the same as Activision had on Blizzard, right? I mean, like, this is, you know, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. There's going to be the same bullshit, right? Unless Blizzard is completely autonomous, the difference between them being owned and controlled primarily by Activision or owned and controlled primarily by Microsoft, this is, you know, 6.5 dozen. Right? It's the same fucking thing, in my opinion. So let's see here. Around the world, no more exciting venue for fun and connection in video games. And there's never been a better time to play than right now. Extend to join our community. Look forward to welcoming all of our friends at Activision Blizzard to Microsoft Gaming. Well, great. I mean, that's fucking awesome. I'm happy about this. Could be the end of BattleNet if everything goes to Xbox. No, I don't think that they would want to do that because the BattleNet has like its own, like brand value. So like, why would they want to change things and move everything under Xbox if BattleNet has its own brand value? It doesn't really seem like it would be a good idea because like, do you remember before? Didn't they try to rename BattleNet? I'm trying to remember, like, what did they call it? They tried to rename it for a little while. What were they trying to call it before? The Blizzard app. Yeah, BobbyNet. Yeah, the Blizzard app. Yeah, the Blizzard launcher. And people just liked calling it BattleNet. And Blizzard finally gave up and they said, okay, fine, it's fucking BattleNet. So, yeah, I mean, if you had to go on the, if the difference here is that now instead of going on BattleNet, the Blizzard launcher, instead of that, I'm going to have to go onto the Xbox Games launcher. I don't really give a fuck that much. I would prefer not to be honest. You know, as somebody who's used the Blizzard BattleNet launcher ever since Warcraft 3, I'd like to stick with BattleNet, and I'd like to be able to have the old launcher, and maybe just have them added into to this thing on the top. But it depends, right? And I mean, obviously the Game Pass is something that has like a lot of value to Xbox, and they might want to consolidate it in order to create the highest perceived value of the Game Pass to people that might be subscribers to Blizzard or Activision games. So it makes sense if they want to, condense everything into one app. But personally, I'd like to keep the BattleNet app because it's just what I've always had. And on top of that, I think that this is it's certainly going to shake things up. And I think that a lot of the big questions that people have with this, and we'll talk about Bobby leaving Activision in just a little bit, but I want to talk a little bit about how this is going to affect the games and where I see this going. In general, I think that this can't really, I almost don't want to say this, right? It's like a knock on wood situation, is it would be very difficult for this to make things worse, okay? Blizzard Activision has been in the shitter for years, and this is clearly a nuclear solution to being in the shitter for years. They're being bought by fucking Microsoft. So is this going to change things up? Is it going to completely, like now, okay, Microsoft is owning things and Phil is going to make the game good now. He's going to just fucking, like Titan Forging was gone. He's going to get rid of like this multiple difficulty bullshit. Like we're going to have progressive rating again. We're going to have like Classic Plus. Phil's just going to help us out. Like, is this really what's going to happen? Probably not, right? But I do think that this is really what my perspective have like Activision's influence on Blizzard games and everything like that. This has always been like my perspective on it, is that they don't have like a direct influence where they say you need to make Titan Forging, you need to make PvP scaling, you need to make the raid gear get invalidated every 6 months or something, right? It's not like the board of directors is going to the Blizzard designers and telling them that. What happens really is that Activision and the board of directors that was primarily Activision people, they create expectations that then Blizzard has to do things that are player unfriendly to meet. So that's what the worst thing is that there are expectations that are put on Blizzard that then cause them to feel like they have to use certain types of retention mechanics to keep people engaged longer. So it's not like A equals B, A causes B situation. It's an A causes B that causes C. Right? So you have like 1 degree of removal. So they're not causing it directly, but they're causing it indirectly by the goals that they require Blizzard to meet. So that's what I think is going to happen. Now, with Xbox owning them and, Microsoft, is this going to change? No, it's not. I don't think that it will. The only thing that we can hope for is that the expectations won't be as strong, because they're going to be, like right now, Blizzard is in there are big fish in a small pond in terms of like Activision Blizzard. Blizzard's one of the 3, Activision, Blizzard, and King. But if they get owned by Microsoft, they are one of many. So it could mean that there could be a little bit less stress and a little bit less stringent requirements placed on employees and placed on production and retention, because there are just so many other things that carry the Xbox Game Pass and the Microsoft Game Pass and PC Game Pass besides Blizzard games already. So does this mean that it will be completely different? No, I don't think so. But what I'm talking about here is a best case scenario. Now, our best case scenarios, what to expect to happen. I think that if you've paid attention to Blizzard in the past year, you would say no. And I would probably agree with you. I think that that's it's a bad thing. WoW on consoles, finally. I've always been an advocate for this. I actually hope that they do bring World of Warcraft to a console. I hope that they do bring it to mobile. Like, I mean, obviously not like Battlegrounds, no. But like, there are a lot of things that you can do on a mobile, on a phone, that you can easily just port over, especially like smaller systems, solo gameplay, etc. It would just take a little bit of ingenuity. Now, I know how people are saying that this is such a bad thing, but why is it that Final Fantasy is able to do it on console? Why is it that they were able to have different, like, why is there not a Pet Battle phone app? Why? Why is there not a Pet Battle phone app? There's no reason. There's really no reason why there's not a Pet Battle phone app. ESO does it as well. Yeah, it's like all of these people, it's like they hear phone game and they're like, oh my god, it's going to be like Genshin Impact and you have to pay like $10,000 to get a sword. No, like, it's just different elements of the game. Like, WoW is such a fragmented game. WoW has so many different avenues that you can do things. It's like you can go around and you can do pet battles, you can do world quests, you can do PvP, you can do your Maw daily or your fucking Kyrian assault, or whatever it is. What I'm saying here is that there are a lot of elements in World of Warcraft that can be ported over to being a phone app, and I think that it's going to be the exact fucking same as it is now. And you know what an example of that is? Fishing, number one, and number two, what I'm doing right now. Like, everything in my Covenant Sanctum here can easily just be put onto a fucking menu on a phone, And if people would prefer to use that, I think that's a good thing. This is a phone game already. So I'm not, yeah, it's already a fucking phone game. So don't categorically write off phone games and don't categorically write off mobile support because it's not good for the game. It's reductive. The truth is that there are a lot of ways that phone integration, mobile integration, and also more so console integration can make the horizons for the game larger and wider rather than smaller. Because I think that trying to keep it to being a PC game only and not even trying or thinking about console or mobile integration, it's just a 2010 way of thinking. And I'd prefer to look towards the future. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it when I believe it. Okay, well then look at Final Fantasy or OS or didn't literally just go look at another mobile game. Like look at ESO. Yeah. You don't need to. Yeah, OSRS. It's so weird to me that this is such a point of contention when there are already examples and success examples of what I'm saying. I'm not proposing something that's unheard of. I'm proposing something that is not only very well heard of, but also is successful for other games. So anyway, let's go back over. We're going to read some of the comments on this and some of the other opinions. But before that, I do want to kind of wrap up what I think this is going to be for WoW, for Diablo, etc. I think this is going to be just more business as usual with a larger with like basically like it's the game is being cast out into a larger net. I think this will increase the amount of World of Warcraft players. I do think so, because you're going to probably have a World of Warcraft subscription added into an Xbox Game Pass. I think that's probably what will happen, because it seems unlikely that they'll want people to pay for an Xbox Game Pass and then on top of that pay for a World of Warcraft subscription. So hopefully that's what happens. If it is, then I think that would be amazing. That would be incredible. Obviously, though, there would be people that paid for both, and that's money that they wouldn't make. So, like, is it worth it for Microsoft to do this or not? I don't know. Like, obviously I know some stuff about like business and accounting and shit, but like I have no idea what these numbers are like, and I'm sure that Microsoft will make the most financially lucrative decision with this. So hopefully that's what's also in the best interest of the players. It's hard to say. With Overwatch, I think you could probably easily see Overwatch moving over to, I think Overwatch is already on Xbox, and you'll probably also see a little bit less of the, of like the drama stuff happen, because I just think Microsoft won't put up with it. I think Microsoft is the kind of company that if like a department was like having problems and there was like weird stuff like this, they would just call in the Microsoft Xbox executives, or basically the hitmen in that company, and just have them fucking fire everybody and rehire completely new people if there was something like this happening. Like, and that's really just the truth. Like, they would just not fucking put up with it. And you can say that it's a bad thing and a good thing, right? In a way it's good, in a way it's bad. So I just hope that it'll be used in the right way. Yeah, they're also getting MLG. Yeah, for sure. Microsoft doesn't fuck around. Yeah, they don't fuck around, man. Like, they're not going to deal with, like, people stealing breast milk. Like, I mean, I guarantee you if this shit happened and like Microsoft was owning the company, every single person that was even involved in that would just be fucking fired. And like, yeah, it sucks for them because like maybe it wasn't everybody's fault. They don't give a fuck. Okay, so you were probably going to have a whole lot less scandals, which isn't that good for me because that means it's less videos. But I'm sure there'll still be things that slip through the cracks because Blizzard people love to talk about stupid shit on Twitter, and so like I can always make videos about that. So yeah, aren't you afraid that there could be some monopolistic practices such as keeping Call of Duty from other platforms that are not Microsoft? The thing is, like, I'm a PC gamer, right? I'm primarily a PC gamer. I mean, fuck, I play Dark Souls on a keyboard and mouse, all right? So I'm actually really glad that, like, one thing that earned my trust in Microsoft and Xbox, and this is like, I know this might sound crazy, right? But one thing that really earned my trust is the fact that you can play Halo Infinite on PC. Like, I thought they were going to hold Halo Infinite back from PC, and they were going to make you have to hold it back from PC and make you have to buy an Xbox. I thought for sure that's what was going to happen, because that's what Sony did with Bloodborne, and that's what they've done with Demon's Souls Remake as well. So, and also Master Chief Collection, etc. Like, you can play all that stuff on PC. So, like, it's a small thing, and to be honest with you, I probably trust Sony a little bit more than I trust Xbox, based off of what happened. Remember back whenever Xbox wanted you to, like, always be connected to the internet, and, like, they wanted to, like, force you to have a webcam. Like, that always, like, really, that rubbed me the wrong way, like, really bad, back in, like, the PS4, Xbox One era. So, like, yeah, I never really liked that, and it's going to take a long time for me to kind of, like, move past that, but Xbox is making it easier for me to move past that. And I mean, again, you should never categorically trust a multi-billion-dollar company to do anything else except for try to make money, especially Microsoft, right? And sure, but, like, you could extend that to Square Enix, you could extend that to Activision Blizzard, you could extend that to any of these companies. So I think that try to just take things as they come. I'm going to try to approach this with an open mind and not necessarily just completely shit on it, but I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I am. And also, like, to contextualize all of this, I think the merger is going to happen, or the acquisition is going to happen it was like June or something like that, 2023. So we're talking like 18 months out. So this isn't going to happen like next month or, you know, in 6 months or something like that. Yeah, this is an 18-month thing. So that's the way I feel about it.